Welcome and thank you for joining us for this guided video tour of the exhibition Kristalline by the Berlin-based artist Albert WEIS. This is our second exhibition with Albert. The word kristalline describes ordered, three-dimensional structures based on a grid. It stands for clarity, structure and balance, in contrast to amorphous, unstructured forms. Throughout his practice, Albert WEIS has explored systems of order and spatial thinking. In this exhibition, these interests come together in an immersive installation that combines sculpture, photography, wall works, installation and architectural references. The exhibition draws inspiration from visionary architectural concepts of the early and mid-20th century, from utopian ideas of cities and interiors conceived as spaces for new, peaceful forms of social coexistence. These references are not quoted literally. Instead, they are translated into a contemporary artistic language that oscillates between geometry and organic form, between precision and poetic fragility. Now you find me next to a large photo which shows a detail of the purple ceiling of the Teatro Regio in Torino. The theatre was rebuilt in the early 70s by Italian architect Carlo Mulino. Albert has translated Mulino's original color concept from the Teatro Regio into his concept for our show. All four main rooms carry their individual carpet color, precisely black, purple, red and white. The textile floor intervention transforms both the visual and acoustic atmosphere in the gallery. Other photographs in the show also reference elements of Mulino's interior designs. One photo depicts the grid structure of a ball chain curtain along a two-story high glass facade. Another photo shows the back of a glass display case at Mulino's house, where usually wondrous objects are on display but remain hidden from the viewer's gaze. Smaller photographs which show architectural details of buildings by Bruno Taut or Eileen Gray are also integrated into the display. The small paperworks titled folders are created by folding paper and layering it with raster and color films. Through repeated folding and layering, WEIS creates complex structures that recall modernist patterns. We continue our tour in the entrance space of the gallery, which is covered with a purple carpet. On the walls, we encounter a series of new delicate neon wall sculptures, all titled Kristalline. These works are composed of thin monochrome neon tubes, precisely shaped and mounted. Something very special are these two works called Kristalline in green and purple. Albert WEIS used colored Murano glass for their production. They appear almost weightless, like butterflies resting on the wall. On the opposite wall, we see the wallwork taped. Taped is a wall installation that relates to the dimensions of the exhibition space, specifically the right wall. For this piece, WEIS conceptually folded the right wall like a sheet of paper and transferred the resulting geometric structure onto the real wall using aluminum adhesive tape. Now the tape highlights the structure of the wall underneath you would usually just pass by. We love how the neon lights and, depending on the chosen angle, the purple carpet are reflected in this piece. The next room shows the installation Philharmonie. Around 35 hand-blown colored glass spheres are scattered across the white carpet, as if they have gently rolled into place. Their form is based on a cast of a knob found on handrails in the lobby of the Berlin State Library, designed by Hans Scharoun. Their colors reference the stained glass windows of the Berlin Philharmonie, the famous concert building again by Scharoun, across the street from the Berlin State Library. Above the glass object, a large grid-like aluminum sculpture projects from the wall. Its form is derived from another architectural detail found inside the Philharmonie. It is the safety railing leading to the VIP seating area within the Philharmonie. Its geometrical shape corresponds with the neon sculpture parts across the space on the opposite wall. Here you find aluminum structures that support the mounted neon tubes. Parts refers directly to the form of the polyhedron in Albrecht Dürer's Melancholia I. For the sculpture, the outlines of the polyhedron were duplicated, folded, divided and reassembled, producing a new form. The aluminum structure was then traced in neon. In this small space, we encounter another powder-coated and folded aluminum sculpture, a work that results from bending, perforating and folding two differently colored sheet metal into a structured spatial form. The proportions of the sculptures are based on the ratios of the golden ratio and those of Le Corbusier's modulor. Perforated sheet metal is emblematic of modernism and was early on used by the architect Eileen Gray. Additionally, there are two neon works on the other side in this small space, which consist again of carrying aluminum structures, yet being not that complex than the one from our Philharmonie space. And finally, there is an addition here on show, consisting of 5 glass pieces from the floor installation of the Philharmonie space. Thank you so much for joining us on this tour again. We will run the show until June 27th, the day before, the 26th. There will be a kind of finissage and guided tour. You are kindly invited to join if you happen to be in Berlin. Thank you so much.